Selling art is not one big magical moment when someone gasps, pulls out their card, and angels sing. Most of the time, a sale happens because the buyer has been quietly moving through a series of tiny psychological yes steps, often for weeks or months, and they barely notice it happening. Behavioral science tells us that small commitments, consistent signals, clear environments, identity, and follow-through all change how people decide to buy. When something feels predictable, simple to process, aligned with who we are, and easy to complete, we are far more likely to say yes. I'm Hallie with Artsy Shark, and in this third part of our series, we are going deeper into 5 advanced sales triggers. Let's get into it. Psychologist Robert Cialdini calls this the principle of commitment and consistency. Once people make a choice or take a position in public or even in their own mind, they feel a strong internal pull to behave in ways that match that earlier choice. We also lean heavily on anything that feels stable and reliable. Consistency reduces cognitive load. When we know what to expect from a person, a brand, an artist, our brain can relax. We don't have to reevaluate them every time. There is classic research where people who agreed to a tiny request first, such as signing a small petition, were far more likely later to agree to a bigger request, such as putting an ugly sign in their yard for that very same cause. That is consistency at work. Once they saw themselves as the kind of person who supports safe driving, they wanted to stay in alignment with that identity. Here's 3 real-world examples you already know. Your favorite podcast drops every Wednesday morning. You don't even think about it. Your brain just knows on Wednesdays I listen to that show. The consistency of timing helps keep you subscribed. A brand you like emails one helpful newsletter on the first of every month. It is not a pushy sales blast. It's a predictable rhythm of value. And because of that, when they do occasionally make an offer, you actually read it. Think about an artist you know and follow who always shows up with the same core message and aesthetic. The subject matter might vary, but the feeling is consistent. Over time, they become that landscape painter or that bold abstract floral artist in your mind, and you're more likely to remember them when you're ready to buy. Here's 3 ways artists can use consistency cues ethically. Choose a schedule you can actually keep. For example, 1 email per month called studio notes, 1 Instagram post every Tuesday and Friday, or a quarterly new collection announcement. Tell people what to expect, then keep that promise. You become the reliable presence in their inbox instead of just random noise. Use the same tone of voice, similar color palette, and similar photo style across your website, emails, and social media. Keep pricing, policies, and response times consistent. If your commission process is always clear and you always reply within 2 business days, people learn this artist is solid. I can trust them with a larger purchase. You can experiment with subject matter, but keep some through line, such as your mark making, color sensibility, or theme. Over time, this consistency makes it easier for collectors to recognize your work and to see themselves building a collection from you, not just buying one random piece. Consistency cues are about becoming predictable in a good way. When you show up regularly and reliably, buyers do not feel like they are taking a risk on a stranger. They feel like they are buying from someone they already know and trust. Environment design is about shaping the context around a decision so that the desired choice feels simple and natural. In behavioral economics, this is often called choice architecture. One of the key ideas here is Hick's Law. The more options people see, the longer they take to decide, and the more likely they are to stall out completely. When the environment is cluttered, confusing, or overloaded with choices, the brain pumps the brakes. When the environment is clear, visually ordered, and easy to navigate, the brain feels safe moving forward. Here are 3 real-life examples. Netflix does not dump everything on one page. They sort titles into rows, highlight a featured suggestion, use big cover images. You're guided through options instead of being completely drowned in them. Well-designed online shops show a hero photo, a few supporting images, a clear title, a short description, and the price, all above the fold. The Add to Cart button is obvious, and you do not have to work hard to remember what you're looking at. In a good museum, the wall label is placed exactly where you need it. The room is arranged so you naturally walk through a certain path, and the lighting points your eyes to where the curator wants them to go. You feel guided, not lost. Artists can use environment design in the following ways. On each product page, lead with one beautiful hero image, then show a room view, then close-ups or detail shots. Keep the title, size, medium, price, and shipping info together, easy to scan without scrolling all over. Don't overload the page with 10 framing drop-downs and 7 similar pieces. Offer a small number of clear choices and, if needed, a See Similar Works section. Group work into clear sections. For example, large statement pieces on the back wall, mid-sized works at eye level, and smaller works or prints near the checkout. Keep the floor space open so people can move comfortably. If it feels cramped or chaotic, they will not linger long enough to fall in love with anything. Use simple, readable signage for pricing and categories so customers are not constantly asking, "How much is this one?" Whether online or in person, decide what the next step is and make that obvious. Add to cart, inquire about this original, or join my collector list. Give them one clear primary action instead of 15 little buttons competing for their attention. When your environment does the heavy lifting, buyers use their energy to connect with the art, not fight the interface. A lot of potential sales die because people get distracted, not because they change their mind. The Zeigarnik effect describes how our brain keeps unfinished tasks active in our awareness more than finished ones. In other words, if someone has started a process but has not completed it, there's a small mental open loop that makes them more likely to think about that again. A thoughtful reminder can help them close that loop in a way that feels satisfying, not pressured. Here's 3 real-world examples. You register for a webinar, then almost forget it exists until that friendly, starting in 1 hour, email reminder shows up. You're grateful to get it, not annoyed. Your hairstylist sends a text the day before with a quick confirmation and a reschedule link. That tiny prompt dramatically reduces no-shows and helps you feel cared for. Some online shops send out one short, kind email. "Looks like you left this in your cart. Still thinking it over? Here are a few photos and details to help you decide." No intense scarcity countdown, just a quick, helpful follow-through. Here's how artists can use soft follow-through. If someone messages you about a piece, replies to a story, or asks a question at a show, you can circle back once they go quiet. For example, "Hi Sarah, just checking in. Do you want to see how that blue landscape would look over your sofa? I'm happy to send a quick mock-up or daylight photo if that helps, no rush." If If your website platform allows abandoned cart emails, keep it to 1 or 2 and make them useful. You could include scale photos, shipping reassurance, or framing tips rather than a hard discount. The message is, I am here to help you decide, not buy now or else. Collect emails in person and tell people they'll get a thank you for visiting note. A day or 2 after the event, send a short email with photos of the work that got the most questions, plus a line like, if there was a piece you can't stop thinking about, reply and tell me which one and I can send you more details about it. Soft follow-through is about honoring the fact that people have lives and distractions. You're not chasing them. You're making it easy for them to finish something they already started. Self-congruity theory in marketing says that people prefer products and brands that match how they see themselves or how they want to see themselves. We are not only buying objects, we are buying signals about our identity. The art someone hangs in their home is a very visible statement of values, lifestyle, and taste. If a collector sees your work and thinks, this feels like me, or this feels like the person I am becoming, the chance of a sale goes way up. 3 real-world examples of this principle are: people who see themselves as adventurous and outdoorsy often choose brands like Patagonia because they know the brand image matches their self-concept or their ideal self. Someone who sees themselves as a minimalist and modern is drawn to clean lines, muted colors, and uncluttered design. They will probably not choose ornate gold frames or hyper-detailed Victorian florals. People who care deeply about sustainability, social justice, or local community often seek out small, ethical, or local makers. The purchase is not just a mug or a painting. It is proof that they are the kind of person who supports those values. Here's 3 ways artists can use identity alignment. In your product descriptions and emails, don't just describe the colors. Describe the kind of home or life this piece belongs in. For example, for the person who wants a calm, grounded corner to read at the end of the day. Or for the collector who feels the most alive near the ocean and wants to bring that feeling home. Share real stories of buyers with their permission and connect the art to who they are. Maria chose this piece because it reminded her of an early morning hikes with her dad, and she wanted that memory in the room where her kids now play. These stories help new buyers think, I want my home to feel like that too. If your work is bold, expressive, and high energy, your brand voice can be playful and confident. If your work is quiet and meditative, your visuals and copy can feel spacious and soothing. The more your overall presence matches the identity your buyers want to inhabit, the more your art feels like a natural part of their life, not just a random decor item. When you lean into identity alignment, you stop trying to be for everyone and start speaking clearly to the people who will value your work the most. This video is the 3rd edition of our Psychology of Buyers series. If you missed parts 1 and 2, feel free to check those out next. And if this series has been helpful, we invite you to consider signing up for our email newsletter list, found in the description of this video. Twice a month, we send out newsletters with tons of absolutely free resources, articles, videos, and business tips to help you make more money selling your art. Thanks so much, and we'll see you in the next one.